Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma's offense will get the first possession of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
They'll go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll run play action. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. Fair catch called for, but there is a flag on the play. We'll have to sort it out.
Kicking team.
That's one that's just inexcusable. Fair catch signal, you got to pull up. 15-yard penalty. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Handoff from the gun. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more middle fast guys in the field.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And they get him down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. They'll try to run it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Line gets set, first down. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Trying play action. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You got to be able to finish plays, and that running back had it, man. He had a first down, but he just could not hold on to the football. You got to be able to finish runs. That's one thing this coaching staff is always preaching to their backfield.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this out.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Release to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the ball is intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On third down, going up top. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown tie.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touch. Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. The play action fake. Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23?
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third down.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be dragged down.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man on the outside. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, I don't know defensively defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, like when it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Alabama pushing the tempo. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, and receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. Pick up on that one. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't get him to the ground. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. It might get sacked.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half? He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He lobs one high down the left side. And that pass picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And with time running out in the first half, they'll take the knee, content with the lead they have, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Right, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Setting up the screen. He breaks a tackle.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he can.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route?
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and pass. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Sooner.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They'll ride the hot hand. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
Picked off. Taking it the other way. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
They'll throw it on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Fires to the right. He's got it, and they convert it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He wants to throw. He's got him in the flat. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They're going to get him for a something out of nothing and still got stuck from the 2.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He'll take it on the return. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the two-point conversion to hold on to their lead. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, baby.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They're trying to get to it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Getting some heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He'll take a shot. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown Sooners! They've got the lead here in the 4th. On to attempt to try. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Utah. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Flushed out of the pocket. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw, using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
love the decision-making by the quarterback here. You're trailing. It's a 2-minute situation. You're not just throwing to receivers, but you're trying to find matchups that your tight end could take advantage of. With his athleticism, he's a big weapon for you in this 2-minute situation.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the 1st down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket. So he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
Quickly complete. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down. Stops the clock and has them on the move, trying to get the late score. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Man, what a play by the defender. Thrown into the end zone and slots it away. When a game's this close, this late, that's a play when we look back on this one that maybe helps win the game for this team.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And they'll stop it. I don't think this is decision time. You need a touchdown. You've got to put that on the board. So this offense now, they know it's 4th down. It's a big play. What's your favorite play to go to right now?
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They feed him again, and this one will be stopped for no gain. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have